flashing tits and beers clips. All of this and more shit you might catch your moms on an episode of JiggyJaguar.com. Jiggy, Jaguar.com. Jiggy, Jaguar.com. Jiggy, Jaguar.com. www.JiggyJaguar.com.
Yes, indeed, it is the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar show. Doing the damn thing, as always, from JiggyJaguar.com. Be sure to give us a ring, 1-866-763-1242. Also, Jiggy Jaguar at JiggyJaguar.com. This segment of the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar show brought to you by our good friends at Jezebel's, 4520 East 47th Street South in Wichita, Kansas. Jezebel'sWichita.com. We love Jezebel's.
A lot of good perv magnets.
I met a lot of.
And they can't have a criminal record.
No.
In Wichita or Sedgwick County or something.
Yeah. If you got that's why a lot of
you can't be a bad girl.
That's why a lot of the bad girls from Wichita strip at this strip club.
Yeah, that's the only it's a free for all up in Saline County.
That's right. Just do whatever you want. I was talking to somebody last week at Midget Wrestling at McGraw's, and they told me that there is a strip club in God, where is it? Somewhere over by Hutchinson.
It's a great Salt City.
It's topless, and it I don't know, some little
topless
town
club.
over there. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I thought they only had strip clubs in Wichita, and like Kansas City and Topeka and stuff like that, Junction City, things like that. But in Junction City, they're on like every street corner, and they're like next to the pharmacy and places like that, which I don't really understand. I'm going to go, Gorilla Games, has a strip club right next to it. I'm going to go buy me a video game, man, and then I'm going to go see these bitches get naked. What? That's not an evening. Because if you buy the video game, why are you going to a strip club? I'd be home playing the video game. But that's just me.
Our only experience is just looking at the people hanging out in front of the Foxy Strip Club, which is their downtown strip club.
Downtown strip club.
It's been there for years.
Junction City's like a whole nother world. You go there and you're like, what the hell is this?
I've entered an inner city.
I remember the day we went into the Church's Chicken, and this guy comes in, and he tied his dog up outside, and he was ordering chicken, and the dog got loose and was running in traffic, and he's like, damn it, man, hold my change. I'll be right back. I gotta get my dog. And he's running into the... I'm like, what is going on
and then somebody else lost a dog.
I know, somebody else lost a dog, his sister or something a little bit later. I'm like, what? There's no leash laws here? What are you doing? We have interesting guests in the studio today. I'm going to have them explain to me this music video I seen on the internet. I got it forwarded to me on the old Facebook. As Cousin Chris likes to say, Facebook was made by Satan.
Who are we introducing on camera?
I'm thinking in about a minute our Skype call's going to call us.
Yes.
So okay. I was just
we'll get back to you.
Giving a preview of what we will see later.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I might have to change over audio stuff. So.
And I think we might just have to turn my light on here. Turn my light
oh, yeah,
on.
you need to turn that light on.
And turn my light on.
Turn the light on.
Now,
so, in the... you hit it, but you hit it down again.
And then I turned it off because I hit my Jesus action figure.
But you need to click off the lower one.
I have my Jesus action figure hanging on the wall.
Because it's bright. There we go.
I
shall tone you down.
Next week on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar show, we have Papa Joe out of Topeka. He will be with us.
Papa
Joe.
Papa?
Your buddy, Cash Hollister, will be here. And
here?
Unfortunately. And Naked City...
I might take the week off.
Naked City Magazine from Wichita, Kansas will be here to discuss their magazine. And all I got to say is an idea that is coming soon. And most of you already know what I'm talking about. We won't get into that here. I'm going to let Marcia and our fans over at Access wait a week before you find out what the idea is. And there's rumors. There's all these rumors running around. There is a rumor running around, and it's running around on Facebook. And you know why it's running around on Facebook? Because I started it. We've got we're going to be throwing some people under the bus today.
Uh-oh, we got it.
And we have
our
Skype call.
We're Skyping him.
We're Skyping him.
Can you hear us? Hello.
Can you hear me?
Uh-oh, I changed
Do you care? Remember that song? What was that? That was that Wendy O. Williams? Who was that?
Wendy Ho Williams.
I'm gonna look on the internet here to see who that was. Can you hear me? Do you care?
Aha! She's there. Say something.
I'm here.
Friend.
Okay.
Why can't
we
I
kind
see
of
you?
hear her.
Can you hear me?
Uh-oh.
I can hear you.
Okay.
There you go.
We were seeing you.
We were seeing you, and we.
Are you seeing me now?
Yes.
Yes, we can see you now, but
Because I can't see you.
I can't. You can't see me.
You can't see.
She can't
here,
see.
I will
she can't see
bring up our
Jiggy.
video.
Okay.
You can't see the man, the myth, the legend, the.
Can you see the Jiggy?
I
The
can.
Jiggy.
Now I can see the Jiggy.
Yes, unfortunately. The most mediocre radio personality in North Central Kansas. That's me, the J-I-double-G. And we have a Skype guest with us today. I'm going to let them introduce themselves because, of course, as always, I don't prepare for this broadcast. But what is it Frank says? I don't prepare, but I always am informed or something. I don't know what Frank says. But go ahead and introduce yourself for the folks out there in radio/television/internet/ whatever kind of land, the new media, whatever it's called. Go ahead,
New Media Land. Hi, everybody in New Media Land. I'm Dr. Chantel Tibbles. Hello.
Hello. Let me see if I can turn this up a little bit. There we go. But, tell us about your website. How did you get started doing what you do and all that?
Oh, okay. Well, my website is called Porn Valley Vantage, and it's sort of a critical commentary site where I talk about the adult film industry and lots of different things that happen in it in terms of production, politics, policy. I talk about film content, this, that, and the other. And essentially, it sort of came out of all of my dissertation research. I wrote all of my work when I completed my PhD on the adult production industry, and there's just a lot of discrepancies in, I guess, academic and popular understanding about the industry and in stuff that I was seeing going on when I was doing all of my field work. Uh-oh, you disappeared.
I disappeared.
Oh, we're still here.
We're still here, but I hear what you're saying. You are you're looking at the adult film world from a less pervy sort of way, and it's more artistic and knowledgeable, and I just love that about what you do over there with Porn Valley.
Thanks. Yeah, no, it's definitely, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's places for the pervy and there's places for the critiques. But what I'm trying to do is to look at it sort of critically, which is kind of different. I mean, the industry is a huge part of our society. It makes a lot of money. There's a lot of companies. I mean, there's 6,000 people that work in adult production just in Los Angeles County alone. I mean, that's a pretty big chunk of people. But nobody seems to really take the industry very seriously in terms of a place where like people work, they live their lives, this, that, and the other. And so rather than pervy and then rather than critiquing it as like, oh, it's ruining our society, I'm trying to kind of situate it within the context of the wider world, really.
Now, explain to me how did you get started? And I guess how did you take an interest into the adult film world?
Well, I grew up in Southern California, and I went to UCLA as an undergrad, and I was sort of like, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. So usually when people don't know what they're going to do with their lives and they're 22 years old, they decide to go to grad school. So I went to Cal State Northridge, which is a state university right in the middle of the San Fernando Valley. So I was there, you know, like studying and staying up late and doing little college girl things. And I just started to see sort of vestiges of adult because, you know, most adult production is situated in the San Fernando Valley. So you'd see like trucks driving by, or people at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, super glammed up with big fake tits and this, that, and the other. And I was like, what's going on here?
And
I mean,
walking their little dog.
What's what's going on? So I just started kind of poking around a little bit, and I started to realize that it really was the center of production. And I was interested in feminist studies and gender and stuff like that when I was in school. So I'm kind of like out in the real world noticing that this industry is happening right by where I'm going to school. And then I'm learning about all this stuff in the academic literature. And I started reading all of this stuff about how everybody's on drugs and it's totally run by men and, women are being exploited, just all of these bad things and all of these very like all or nothing black and white statements. And I mean, maybe I'm just kind of a fence rider in a way. I was just like, there's no possible way that, I mean, I'm a girl and I'm not dumb. There's no way that all these other women out there are so dumb that they're being taken advantage of. There's no way that I didn't believe what I was reading and all of my school stuff. So I just started looking around more, and the more I kind of picked away at the literature that was existing, the more I was like, this is so wrong. So after I finished up my master's at CSUN, I moved out to Austin, Texas, to start working on my PhD, and I had to start another research project, and I was like, I know what I'm researching, and I've been doing it ever since. Just like that.
Ross, you got anything for our...
I'm just wondering if you have like a feminist background that way.
Oh, I do.
What do you think? We went to the oddest of events last night. It was a local bachelorette, and it was more of a local purr fest. It's like I don't know. It seemed more like a junior Miss Nobody pageant or something.
Junior Miss Nobody pageant.
And actually, I was not enticed or excited about it, and it's like it almost made me feel kind of cheap and used. What do you?
Why are you going to that?
We had to go there to interview somebody. You're right.
Yeah.
We did not patronize it. We did not patronize it, and fortunately, it was a bomb. There was supposed to be 400 people there. Maybe 50 showed up.
Yeah.
So maybe those things are going out of style. But I'm just wondering, what's your attitude on that, and have you burned your bra?
No, I haven't. I actually have not burned my bra. Feminism gets a bad rap, and it's interesting because there's, like everything, there's so many different facets and parts. In terms of what you're talking about, sort of, it sounds like maybe sort of a local kind of, I don't know, they have events like that out here that I've gone to now and again where you have like a local sex shop and they have like a party, like an S&M kind of party. Is that what it was? Because I don't quite understand.
Not quite that kinky, but
but you bring up an excellent point. Ross recently went to Las Vegas and interviewed a dominatrix who apparently one of her customers is the great Charlie Sheen. So
what a surprise!
She said, "How did you know that?"
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't know. I'm not talking in the world of porn or anything, but just the whole pageantry, sort of how we have these meat displays of people. I mean, and it can be both ways,
Oh yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of like problematic meat displays of all kinds of humans. I mean, there's problematic meat displays from like little girls in pageants. I mean, that's kind of disturbing. This study that you were just talking about, on and on. I mean, there's interesting things happening, and it seems to be intensifying in terms of people really sort of craving some kind of recognition or celebrity, and I don't really know what that's all about, honestly.
And if I can't do it, I'll live it through my children.
Yeah.
The Patsy Ramsey mentality, I might be kind of a conservative guy, but there are some kind of feminist issues that, y'all are spot on with. I mean, you people, what is your mindset? But
people.
Go ahead.
My
people.
Those are your people?
My people. Now, We always enjoy reading some of your stuff over there. Actually, I am ecstatic you decided to make an appearance today. And something else, you need to write down everything that you're doing on Skype and pass it along to some of our Skype guests, because you have really good audio, you have really good video, and you're
and
in
really good teeth.
Really good teeth.
Oh, thanks.
and you're in a very well lit location. So I think maybe you need to take notes and pass them along to our
And you're
Skype
not
people.
and you're not resting your laptop or whatever on your knee, and you have
No, it's on a table.
Yeah, it's not like you're doing the restless leg syndrome thing on us, So it's like we're coming in from California in their latest earthquake. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now
we love it, and so do our viewers.
Bringing that up with Skype, I've noticed. We were able to kind of figure out the whole technology to be able to stream out the radio signals, send out a video signal, and be able to have people on Skype. And for some reason, people love to watch other people do talk radio, and I don't know why. But why is it that the only people that can seem to figure out Skype and the new technology are porn chicks?
Because they're smart.
Because you can make $5 per minute.
Stupid stars. They're not. They're smart. I don't know. It's because it's not that hard to figure out, and anybody can't. I don't know. There's various reasons why. But,
Now, tell us about some of the latest projects you're working on over there at Porn Valley.
Well, Porn Valley Vantage. I write various things as they sort of come up. I recently got wind of this person who is mirroring a lot of Shelley Lubin's YouTube kind of like video blog posts, and she's a real vocal anti the industry and just very anti-sex work in general. And so she puts all of these, she goes to all these events and stuff, and she puts this stuff up, and all of the comments underneath her postings are positive, positive, positive. And so this other YouTube user, he mirrored them and posted them up, and now people can make positive, negative, ambivalent comments, and it's just totally opened up this forum. I just wrote a posting about that because it was absolutely fascinating. I mean, free expression is really, really important, and I was just really impressed with the cleverness of this character who had done that. Right now, the Avian Awards are about to happen, so I'm reviewing a lot of content. I do various stories depending on sort of what's going on. I recently wrote about the Not 2.5 Men parody from Hustler that, Charlie Sheen is in the show, and so Evan Stone starred as Charlie, which was kind of funny. It just, anything that kind of comes my way and
Evan
seems...
He is if that somewhere in Reno County right now, Reno County, Kansas. My former co-host of Jiggy Jag TV is got blood shooting out of his eyes because he hates Evan Stone.
Oh, I have loved Evan
and all that. He's like, he's the biggest douchebag in the business.
No,
Coming from a guy who works as a school teacher and hangs out at baseball card shops, but that's fine.
He's a nice person. He's a nice, friendly person. He's always having a good time, and that's, what more could you want? Somebody who's always enjoying himself. Evan Stone is a champion. And his face was on a South Park once, so there. And it was really exciting.
PornValleyVantage.com, I believe, is the website, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you've got some interesting stuff going on over there. You recently did a story on somebody that we had on this broadcast, Joanna Angel, from Burning Angel Productions. She seems to be really giddy and always having a fun time, but the day that her publicist scheduled her to do a Skype with us, it was like she was tired and just wanted to go to bed. So
she's a busy girl. She might
have a fun time, and I don't know if she did.
She runs her own company. I mean, she has her own porn empire, as she calls it. She's a really, really busy girl. She's a great example of somebody who's really created something new in the industry, though. She's often credited with starting alt porn. Burning Angel has now she has like sort of a whole Burning Angel suite of things. And I mean, she's a very smart person. She's branded herself really well. She's a very sweet, nice girl. I mean, she's just all around awesome. I like her. So if she will,
girl, right?
She was the sweet Jewish girl.
Oh,
yes,
she's a big perv magnet. Yeah.
Speaking of perv magnets, last week we had Naomi Banks on this broadcast.
Oh my God.
She's interesting. Have you ever chatted with her much?
No. I mean, I know the name and I know a little bit of her work, but I don't know her.
Yeah. And then, of course, also over at PornValleyVantage.com right now, she has there's a story about my favorite porn chick, Jessica Drake, and the only reason I bring up porn chick is because she listens to this broadcast. She follows me on Twitter. And the very first time that I met her, she told me that I was not to call her a porn chick or she would kick my ass. And then
better watch. That girl has gone through some serious training for her. She was in some bounty hunter movie, so she learned how to fight and box. She was just in that motorcycle racing movie, so she could probably chase you down on her motorcycle, jump off, and do like some sort of flying kick to you. I would watch out.
Now, also over there at PornValleyVantage.com, you recently spoke with you're speaking with and doing stories on all sorts of people in the industry. You're talking to people and doing the damn thing, as they say, on a regular basis. And
I try.
Great site.
Thank you. I'm also a professor, and I teach little students about sociology in my infinite free time, so there you go.
Oh. Should we call you doctor?
Yes, you should.
You are a PhD,
I'm just
Dr. Chantel.
Oh, associate professor. It's always good to have good women who can teach people things.
That's right.
That was amazing about Princess Natasha,
No,
the dominatrix. Oh, yes, she was...
Now, explain to me... And now that we know that you're a professor, this is going to get really deep.
Oh, dear.
But explain to me the fascination that straight men have with she-male porn.
I don't know. I mean...
Not that I'm speaking from experience.
I mean, there's somebody who has a fascination with anything. I don't know. I mean, explain the fascination that people have with teen squirters or with cougars versus kittens or any of these things. I mean... People just have fascinations with different things, you know. I wish I had more enlightened answers.
Do our Topeka guys have any questions for the professor of? I'm going to start calling her the professor of porn.
That's the eminent pornologist.
You guys have any questions for her? If you do, grab some microphones and. You guys don't have anything? You don't have it? Okay. Well, I appreciate it, Doctor, for being on the big broadcast, and we definitely will have to have you back. This is some incredible stuff. I would love to have you back, have you on longer. I am also going to pass along your information to my buddy Frank Catolo, who is a big fan of the porn industry, and he is a huge fan of basically what you do over there, and the fact that you are a professor, he would love that. He would chomp at the bit to get a hold of you.
He'd like to be proctored by you.
Yes.
I'm a professional proctor.
You're a proctorer. That's cool.
Yes.
Real quick, before we let you go, have you ever got a chance to... What the hell's her name? Her name just slipped out of my mind a second ago. She's buddies with Seymour Butts and all of them.
Porn chick?
She's a porn chick. She's got like Seymour Butts tattooed on her.
Is she the one that doesn't like to be called the porn chick?
No, that's Jessica Drake.
Okay.
She's got like a David Letterman gap between her teeth. She's really crazy as hell and does all these crazy porn movies. I can't.
Are you speaking? Are you talking about Belladonna?
Yes, I am. Thank you much. Thank you for the assist. You are not only the professor of porn, you are the John Stockton of radio. Go ahead.
We'll have to do a porn... we could do a porn trivia show over the internet. Think of that. You get all the advertising and the money and send it to us, and we'll get it going.
Now, Have you ever got a chance to meet Belladonna and be around her? And
No, I have not.
Oh God, she seems like she would be a dangerous individual. I don't know. But I appreciate it, Doctor. Thanks for doing this, and I will be in touch because we will definitely like to make you a regular on this broadcast if possible.
Oh, thank you so much, Jiggy, and thank you, Ross. I can't see you over there. Wave. Stick your hand
I
out.
don't allow my visage to be publicly presented, but that's all right.
All right. Well, I know you're...
And I'll send me an email a little bit later, and I'll get you Frank's information.
Sweet. Awesome.
I appreciate it. Thank you much.
Right. Have a good Sunday, guys.
Yes,
Bye.
appreciate it.
Virtual worlders.
Thank you much.
Take care.
PornValleyVantage.com is the website. Dr. Chantel has been with us today. Everyone has an opinion about porn. It's either good or bad, exploitative or liberating. It's super hot or it's just plain nasty. But she's here to tell you it's more complicated than that. Check out PornValleyVantage.com.
It's almost like it's all right to be a perv.
Exactly.
Not like Larry, but, well, no.
We love it. We try to love it, and then I just sit back and I love it.
It's like Jay liking midgets.
We didn't get into that.
Yeah.
We didn't get into it about
the various pervasive.
huge black guys from Uganda who are here because of the armed forces wanting to open midget whorehouses. We didn't get into that. We'll get into that with her eventually.
They might want to consider places in Nevada.
Him and his whole thing of, what is it he says? What? Every man's fantasy is to fuck a midget.
I like my bonus.
And Weasel's like, it's not my fantasy.
Or it's like, we just relax like that. You ought to grab that for one of your openers. He hasn't. I heard.
We relax like that.
We just relax like that. And actually, I think he's from Nigeria, but he's smart. But he's been deployed for like a year.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we're gonna take.
God protect him.
We're gonna God protect him, especially in this day and age.
If we cannot.
We are going to take a quick little timeout, and we were going to get into it with our Topeka guests. They have been so nice and waiting through our Porn Valley Vantage. Chick. It sounds like Porn Valley Vantage, gentlemen. And maybe you can. Maybe you're not thinking the same way I'm thinking. Which you guys are better dressed than me, so I know you're not thinking the way I'm thinking. But doesn't Porn Valley Vantage sound like a real estate firm for the adult film industry? I don't know. It's kind of
it sounds more like a place to watch porn, or voyeur it or something.
Come home to Porn Valley Vantage.
He said a sexy ranch dressing. That's good. It does.
And I can trust this man because he has bling. We're gonna take a quick time out here on the world famous Jiggy Jaguar show. The Jelly Big Show.
The Big Show.
As they say. And when we come back, we will chat with our guys from Topeka. We will hear from Mr. Mike Game out of Wichita, Kansas. He has a brand new single he wants to premiere. And we will be talking to Sandra Davis, who either used to be a man who's now a woman or a woman who's now a man. We also may be joined by Beast Mode from Junction City. They might be in the building today. And we're going to throw some people under the bus. And those rumors, they're just out there all over the damn
Extensive
place.
access update.
And an access update for the kids over on 9th Street.
Yeah, Community Access Television of Salina, Inc. We found out a lot. Thank you, Devin.
We've got a nut. We want to thank Devin Fetterking for helping us out with that. And I want to send out a shout-out to all our stations. We'll talk about that in the second hour. You are listening to the world-famous, undisputed, undefeated Jiggy Jaguar Radio Show, along with the rabble-rousing ringleader Ross Long. If you're listening to us or watching us on live stream, we'll be right back. So keep it locked, keep it loaded. We'll
on the Big Show.
Here in just a minute.
All the way with Double J, Jiggy Jaguar.
If you want to make an impact online, GoDaddy.com has what you need. .com names as low as $1.99 plus world-class